Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I honestly, it's been some time since I've recorded, I know that. So again, welcome back. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my 2020 year in review and then my, I don't really want to call them resolutions for 2021. I just want to, I guess, my expectations for myself in the year 2021. To be honest, the year 2020 for me personally, I can't speak on behalf of the rest of the world and people of certain backgrounds of life on how they handled 2020 and what 2020 did for them. But for me personally, 2020 was definitely a growing experience, as always, every single year is. But it was an absolutely phenomenal year for me personally. And of course, when the good old virus hit, Florida, we were doing our own thing, if I'm being honest with you guys. That's where I live. I don't want to say we got hit hard, but the local area where we lived in, of course, places started shutting down. They were only limited to certain things, as of course, pretty much the rest of the world was. And then Florida slowly started to open back up and everything kind of just went back to normal, to say the least. But again, it didn't really affect me. I do work in the medical field. I work in a urology office. So nothing too crazy. I mean, we do have patients coming in who have been exposed to the virus, and of course have to quarantine, and because of our facility, we're unable to see them until, of course, they get a negative testing, things like that. But again, they just pretty much cut our hours back. We weren't laid off, which was a blessing, to be honest, because I know a lot of people around the world were laid off due to what had happened. So again, I was very blessed that I still had a job to go to, just cut back hours. It allowed me more time with my family, which was another blessing. Me and my husband, of course, we've grown closer and stronger as a unit, so I'm beyond blessed to have him in my life. My kids, of course, they had to do homeschooling, which was just a shock in itself, to say the least. I commend, if you are a homeschooler and you teach your children at home, I commend you full force on that one, because Liam, my oldest, he does have some disabilities, and just his learning style and things like that. So it's difficult for him, and especially with online learning, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't benefit him, in my opinion. Like, him being in the brick and mortar is definitely more beneficial, because while he did get the one-on-one with his father or myself, just having somebody who actually went to school to do this and knows I commend teachers, and I commend homeschooling parents. You are awesome. Cameron, of course, he was only in pre-K, so he didn't really have to do anything online. Just, hey, enjoy your extra long summer and you're good to go. But yeah, other than that, he was perfectly fine. Cameron, because we caught his needs earlier on, he's skyrocketed, straight A student. Liam, he does, of course, have an IEP. Cameron does as well, but he really doesn't need one anymore, to say the least. But Liam, he does have an IEP that that they work on hand in hand. Like, he gets special services. He gets pulled out of class for special services and things like that. So it's very, very, very beneficial for him. And to be honest, they offered it online, but because of how he is and how he learns, I don't think that would have been beneficial for him. And I honestly know, being my child, that would not have been beneficial to him. So that was, to say the least, like, yeah, just homeschooling, not fun. So again, I commend you if you do. And I do also want to say thank you to all of our first responders out there who were hit with this virus, and all the medical professionals. You all are doing an amazing job. I commend you for it. So again, 2020, great year. My best friend moved down to Florida. Thank goodness. It's been a minute. We tried so hard to get her to move down, and she finally did. So she came down, living her best Florida life. I'm very excited to see her flourish and grow into the beautiful woman that I already know she is. But to become her own. I'm getting a little emotional. I love you, girl. And then my husband deployed. So it's just me and my 2 kiddos and my best friend and 3 dogs. So it's crazy. And I think that towards the end tail of 2020 is when everything just went. So let's see, where do I begin? So it all started right after my husband deployed. We went to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. Well, the day of Thanksgiving. First we went to a friend's house, and then we weren't going to go to my parents' house, and then we're like, you know what, let's go. They have a hot tub, they live on the water, we going. We enjoying this vacation. Come back, Liam had chicken pox. Liam got chicken pox. So he had to be out of school for an entire week. I had to miss work for an entire week. And then he was in school for a week, and then it was one more week until Christmas break started. And then he was exposed to somebody with COVID. So he had to miss another week of school. I mean, this poor kid could not catch a break at the end of 2020. I couldn't catch a break, and neither could he. It was just like one thing after another. And then, I mean, he was excited. Of course, what kid isn't excited to stay home yet again? And then my parents came for Christmas, and then Christmas happened, and then I turned 30. Oh my goodness, the big 3-0, dirty 30, and thriving. But yeah, so that was how the year of 2020 went. Again, a wonderful year. It was honestly one of the greatest years of my life. Having my husband, and we just enjoyed the summer, and just Florida living is just amazing. I love it. So 2021, oh my goodness, what a year. It's gonna be a great year. I know I've seen a lot of little things saying like nobody's saying 2020 is their year. Well, 2020 is definitely going to be a year. Oh, and hold on, rewind. In the year 2020, I did manage to lose 30 pounds, which I'm very excited about. I'll post some pictures here at my before and after. I still have 60 pounds that I want to lose, but I'm very excited. I had a coach, Beth Hall. I'll put her stuff down below. She's with Team Boss Bodies. She's no longer my coach. I had her for 6 months, and then as of January 1st, 2021, I wanted to take things on my own. Of course, I will always recommend her. She's absolutely amazing. So yeah, it was great progress. But for the year 2021, I wanted to go out into my own again. She gave me the kick in the ass that I needed for my accountability. It was lacking very much. As I've posted before, my mental health grew phenomenally when I moved to Florida. I don't know what it was, something in the Florida air. It just blossomed, and I loved my body, and it is amazing. She's good. I love her. But I needed that accountability and the kick in the butt to push myself again and to get back into routine, and that is what she gave me. Beth brought life back into me that I needed for accountability, to just not focus on the little things. And when I would start focusing on something, she's like, stop worrying about that. Don't do it. You're fine. Just put it aside. It's done. It's over. Move forward. So that's the accountability I needed, because, well, yes, I love myself. My mental game was strong. At the same time, when I would have a setback, like just by myself without an accountability person, I would just be like, well, forget it. I'm not in the mood to go to the gym or to even walk out into my garage. No. But having the accountability of knowing like, okay, my coach not only am I counting on myself, she is counting on me to go into the gym and to bust and kick ass. So I did. And I lost almost 30 pounds, and I'm very excited for that. So again, going into 2021, of course, for me personally, I just know I want to lose 60 pounds. Does it have to be in this year? No, just overall, I know I want to lose 60 pounds. And then I got a handy dandy planner. And I love Victoria. Who uses planners? I did. And I'm going to actually start making it a habit to use one. So I like the Happy Planners. I always have. I've been using them for years. Since back in North Dakota. So in January notes of this one, there's these lovely little focused. Okay, there we go. Celebrating me because it was my birthday. It's my birthday month. So under January goals, I put 2021 goals. Like, these are goals for myself throughout the year to do. So I'm going to read them and explain each and every single one of them. So no more eating out. That's a big one. So when summer came, I never did like Grubhub or Uber Eats or anything like that. Never, ever, ever, ever. I was just driving at my stuff. And then all of a sudden summer came and we just started realizing, let's just order food. And that became a problem for literally like a week straight. We were just constantly ordering food over and over. And I can't tell you how much money that I spent on eating out, but it was obnoxious and ridiculous. So I told myself, I can't do that anymore. I can't afford to do that when I can afford to go to the grocery store, set an X amount at the grocery store, bring it home and prep my meals. One of the big things that I kept eating out on was Panda. And I love their super grains and I love their grilled chicken teriyaki. Sorry, I'm a hand talker. It is just amazing. So I literally went to Sam's Club and they have these already pre-made grilled chicken teriyaki, like chicken breasts. So delicious. A literal copycat of the Panda. And then I just did the super greens. All I did was the broccoli instead though, and it gets my fix in. So trying to find little fixes of what I would eat out is a goal for 2021 and just in general. Oh, excuse me. Summer found these spicy chicken breast things that are like the spicy chicken sandwich chickens at Chick-fil-A, and they're a dupe. Like they hit the mark. So a couple things, and again, these are in no particular order. So I want to grow my YouTube channel, what you are currently watching, to at least 500 subscribers. I'm at like 160-ish. So my goal is to reach out, start posting more, doing more at-home workouts, more dupe meals, things like that to grow my audience and who I am as a person. So that's a goal, 500. And my Instagram as well. I would love to get to 500 subscribers. I'm close to 300, but it's slow progression that I'm trying to build up to. The next thing that I've slacked on in the year 2020, I started to study for my Florida real estate license, and I've backed off a lot on it. My mind just went elsewhere with husband, stuff like that. So that is a goal of mine, is to start studying. I don't want to force all the information on me. I want to take my time, but that is one thing, is I would like to pass my Florida real estate exam, become a Florida real estate agent. And then another thing is I want to start my own photography business. Photography has been a passion of mine for years. I got into photography a very long time ago, like back when I was a little girl. And it's always stuck with me. Art has always been a passion of mine. I used to be an amazing drawer and painter and everything like that, but I got out of it. But photography has always stuck. So a goal of mine is to start my photography business and get that up and running. So just I shouldn't say little things, but big things. I have big plans for myself. and what I want to do with my life, especially turning 30. You realize, like, well, for me personally, turning 30, I'm like, okay, I know this is what I want out of my life. The next thing is to be a better mom and a better wife. Just in general, I love my kids to death, and I need to be more, I shouldn't say focused, but I want to be more in their life. How do I say that? I guess I can put in perspective, say that my son Cameron, he likes the I Spy books. He can read them 20 times a day. So, and he's memorized where everything is. So instead of being like, no, we'll read that for your bedtime book, it's like, okay, come sit down, let's read I Spy book, and it helps him practice his reading. So just things like that. If I want to play a board game, I'll play a board game. So little things like that. And to be a better wife, just in general, just to praise my husband for everything that he's done for us. That's the type of person I want to be. Just, he is one of the major rocks in our family. So without him, none of this would be possible, and I appreciate him in every single sense of the form. So I just want to just show him that I love him so much. The next thing I want to say, and I know this might sound like a little amount to some people, but to me it's definitely a lot of money. I want to save $10,000 into my savings account. And when I say my savings account, it's our savings account. And I want $5,000 into checking to be able to constantly have that amount. Like no matter what, we'll never be below $10,000 in savings or $5,000 in checking. And then I want to pay off all my debt. That's I know it's at the bottom of my list, but it's definitely a big one. I want to pay off all my debt. I have 3 credit cards that I need to pay off. And then I have a student loan that I didn't realize I was getting into with my last semester of college that I did. So those are what I want to pay off, and then I no longer want to deal with credit cards anymore, any way, shape, or form. That nope. Bye-bye. No more credit card debt. So those are my goals for I shouldn't say January 2021. Those are my goals for 2021. And then just life in general. Like, if this year I don't start my photography business, that doesn't mean I'm not going to stop trying. Like, I'm still gonna take photos, and I'm still gonna just do little things to add up, because you never know. Some things just aren't always in the right time. But that's my goals. So yeah, just a lot of what I want to do. Plenty of what I want to do, actually. But this is a very long video. I see it blinking at me at almost 19 minutes. My goodness. I appreciate you if you stayed and watched this far. And if you did, thank you so much. So again, that was how 2020 treated me, my 2021 goals. Just let me know what you are expecting or hoping for yourself down in 2021 below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.